Every night, right when I'm supposed to fall asleep, my brain decides it's time to open a PowerPoint presentation titled, Everything You've Ever Done Wrong. There's no reason for it. I can be completely exhausted, but the second I close my eyes, my brain's like, hey, remember that time? You waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you. And suddenly, I'm wide awake, reliving it in HD. It always starts with something small. Like, what if my pillow is actually plotting against me? What if every time I sleep, it's slowly reshaping my face just to make me look slightly more tired every morning? That's why I don't trust fluffy pillows. They're too confident. Then it gets worse. My brain loves to remind me of random facts I didn't ask for. Hey, you know space is infinite, right? Which means there could be another version of you out there doing this exact thing right now, but better. Thanks, brain. Great motivation. I'm sure alternate me already owns a house and has flawless skin. And just when I start to drift off, my brain hits me with the big ones. What if dogs think fetch is punishment? Like, maybe they're thinking, why does he keep throwing the thing I just brought back? Does he hate me? I can't sleep after that. I start imagining my dog in therapy, saying, he never appreciates my work. Then there's the existential math. Like, if I sleep 8 hours a night, that's a third of my life unconscious. That means I've already missed out on years of potential snacks. I could have eaten so many sandwiches by now. Do I sue time itself? And of course, the classics. What if I left the oven on? Did I lock the door? Did I say Yuta to the waiter again? My brain is a professional at turning peace into panic. One time I stayed up because I couldn't stop wondering why we park in driveways and drive on park. Who decided that? Were they okay? I bet they also invented silent letters just to make spelling harder. Like, who looked at the word knife and thought, yeah, it needs a K, but make it invisible. Sometimes my thoughts get dark, but not scary. Just stupid dark. Like, what if mirrors don't reflect us? They just show us how we think we look. What if every photo is lying? And everyone else actually sees me as a completely different person? That would explain why people don't recognize me when I wave at them. Or maybe they just don't like me. That's worse. Then come the philosophical questions that sound deep but are actually dumb. Like, if we're mostly water, does that mean I technically boiled myself every time I take a hot shower? Or, if humans invented glasses to see better, does that mean before glasses, everyone just assumed the world was blurry? What if ancient people thought fog was permanent? Sometimes it's not even questions. It's random memories. My brain plays like a blooper reel. That time in 3rd grade when I called my teacher mom. That time I tripped over nothing in front of my crush. That time I said you to the delivery guy when he told me to enjoy my meal. I relive each one like it's a Netflix original titled How to Embarrass Yourself Forever. Other times, it's the weird what-if scenarios that make no sense but feel terrifying. What if the moon is actually a giant eye watching us? What if my Roomba has been secretly judging my cleaning skills? What if I am just a background character in someone else's dream, and they are bound to wake up? And don't get me started on time travel. My brain loves to imagine I go back in time but instantly ruin everything. Like ID probably sneezed during the signing of the Declaration of Independence and accidentally create a parallel universe where Fort Stanty exists. There's also that weird feeling when I realize how fragile life is. Like, my body is just a bag of bones and water pretending to be confident. One wrong sneeze and my back is out for a week. Every time I hear my knee crack, I'm like, ah yes. The sound of mortality. But the weirdest thought of all comes at the very end, right before I finally fall asleep. What if, when we dream, we actually logging into another version of reality where we live a completely different life? And when we wake up, that version dreams about being us? Somewhere out there, Dreamy is probably sleeping too, wondering why his pillow is plotting against him. So yeah, that's what keeps me up at night. Not monsters. Not ghosts, not taxes, just the dumb little questions my brain refuses to stop asking. Maybe one day I'll find peace, but knowing me, I'll probably stay awake wondering if peace is even real or just a loading screen between thoughts. Now I want to know, what keeps you up at night? Drop your weirdest late night thought in the comments. Subscribe for more dumb questions and pointless and hit that like button before I start wondering whether likes are real or just digital high fives.